when a brewery tank burst and a deadly wave of beer swept through. Imagine standing in the middle of London, not during a war, not during a storm, not during a flood, but suddenly, a massive wave of beer comes crashing down the street. It smashes through buildings, destroys homes, throws people into the darkness, and within minutes, several people are dead. This actually happened. On the afternoon of October 17, 1814, in the St. Giles district of London, one of the city's largest breweries became the scene of one of the strangest disasters in British history. But here's the terrifying part. The flood wasn't caused by the River Thames. It came from inside a brewery. And what happened next was almost impossible to believe. The brewery stored enormous quantities of porter, a dark, strong beer that was extremely popular at the time. And inside the brewery stood huge wooden fermentation vats. One of them reportedly held more than 135,000 imperial gallons of beer. That's roughly 600,000 liters. And on that October afternoon, workers at the brewery noticed that one of the massive iron hoops surrounding a vat had come loose. It wasn't necessarily unusual. The workers had seen similar problems before. So instead of evacuating the brewery, the situation was treated as something that could be dealt with later. And this is where the story takes a chilling turn, because the pressure inside that enormous vat was building, and nobody knew just how catastrophic the consequences would be. Thousands of gallons of beer exploded outward. The force was enormous, but the disaster didn't stop there. The collapsing vat damaged other containers nearby, triggering a chain reaction, and suddenly, more than 500,000 liters of beer were rushing through the brewery. Think about that. A wall of dark liquid moving through narrow London streets. The beer smashed through the brewery's walls and poured into the surrounding neighborhood. It became a wave. The flood swept into the nearby streets with terrifying force. Buildings were damaged. Walls collapsed. Furniture and debris were carried along with the rushing beer. People living in the neighborhood had almost no warning. The situation became deadly.